Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're back with another fantastic reaction video. I have a video from J-Day and Write It Out as they go through their favorite theories regarding the upcoming seasons of My Street, MCD, and anything related to the Afverse. We're going to see what fans sent them, and we're going to react to it, and, perhaps, maybe through these videos we'll learn more information about what's going on here. Look at her. Why is she laughing? What happened? What happened? Lawrence must have been mentioned. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so YouTube and Twitch Senpai can finally notice us. And hopefully this video doesn't get too arrestable, but if you want me to continue reacting to stuff like this, all you gotta do is just watch as long as you can so you can greatly support the channel. And let the algorithm know that more people want to see this. With that out of the way, let's get right into the video.
With women! I did it! Look, there's a woman on the screen. Hi.
Hello!
Is that a problem?
So we both thought it would be fun if we looked at comments and we were like, hey, you're wrong. We're gonna look at some comments and we're gonna just talk about them, and hopefully we can start another conversation and just start theorizing.
Why
because it's gonna get close to the final season of My Street once Mermaid is over, obviously. So we gotta start preparing. Get your textbooks out. We gotta start figuring this out.
Get the color pens, get the highlighters, get the whiteboard.
Color pen?
Get the whiteboard.
Get the red tape and
we need the whiteboard.
So all this is gonna come from your comment section, from your TikTok. Of course, I will put it.
The editing is crazy. The editing is crazy. Oh, they're getting this from her TikTok. Okay, let's see what happens.
Description below. But the first thing that I want to talk about, McCrackers.main says, oh my god, I got this. Okay, I don't think the Wolf Girl in the newest trailer is an APHMAU variant. She was running, it was way more high-pitched than Jessica's voice, so I do think it's likely Alina Cummins' universe. Like how she did in My Wish to save APHMAU and Aaron, and I know she's technically dead, but I feel like there is a possibility that it is her, and if it's not, it's probably a new character, or might be completely wrong, and it's Void Paradox with short hair. What do you think about that? Because
you think it might be that she just. This person said, if it's not this, it's that, is this, is that, is this, is that, is this, blah, 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 blah. If it's one of those, I'm 100% correct. I knew it. Okay, anyways, that's hilarious. I'm pretty sure it's Alina, guys. Like, I think we all agree it's Alina, right? Also, is that a sword over there? I don't know whose sword it is. I won't discuss it further.
A lot of people like to say that it is Void Paradox or an APHMAU variant. I did talk about briefly both possibilities, but I wasn't too positive about it.
We haven't finished seeing, by the way, we haven't finished reacting to Void Paradox. So I don't know what would give people the impression that that's her, right? But Void Paradox does have themes revolving dimensional travel. So I guess I can see just on that basis why they think it's her. In addition to the short hair, that's possible. We'll find out.
So what do you think?
Trying to identify the Wolf Girl has been so hard for me because there have been so many variables. Who could she be? Like, could it be another APHMAU timeline variant?
I really
could it be Void Paradox? Could it be Alina? Could it be someone completely different? One thing that was actually pointed out, I was actually on James Brown Jr.'s stream, and he had watched her wish.
Who's that? Sounds like a very handsome guy. Very knowledgeable. He has a voice like caramel and toasted coconut. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
And he made this connection because I mentioned the frosted tips in her hair, like the white ends, that was like throwing me off because I can't connect that to any character whatsoever. But he did mention, like, in a lot of animes, shows, and you know how much Jess loves to connect her animes and Final Fantasy, overuse of magic eventually like drains color out of your hair.
Oh, I like the clip from Mushoku Tensei. Okay, very interesting. I can see you have a very good taste in anime. This is a very high bar for me, and you've jumped over it easily. Very nice. But yeah, like, that's essentially what happens. Like, there's other things physically that happen to people that they show, like, an overuse of powers or abilities in anime. But one of the most obvious tropes is like either aging up or either like gray hair, stuff like that. Signs of aging, right? I wonder who that nerd is. Nerd? First of all, game recognized game, Jay. And you're looking kind of familiar right now. Second of all, so what if I'm a nerd? All right? First of all, and you missed some adjectives to that. Okay, you missed some positive adjectives to that. You fixed that.
Can somewhat agree, like, oh, this could be Alina time jumping so much that it is using so much of her own power.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I remember.
Okay,
I forgot
who you guys like
I
that
think it was
theory.
specifically like Zornwolf on the AphMau Reddits. They talked about how the reason why the character possibly cuts their hair is because of the anime trope of when, you know, the women stepping up, so she has to cut her.
I think I mentioned this too. Specifically Sakura. That's like the most common trope for example for me. But I forgot Mulan doing it as well. All those things could be true. All those things could definitely be true. If you consider that this could be a mission that will inevitably cost her her life, and she's come to terms with it, this could symbolically be, you know, her accepting that physically. You know?
Hair off with a sword or something like that. Obviously, it's like, oh, that's a trope. There's no way they would do it. But yeah, the white tips, I totally forgot about it. I blanked on it because, like, for me, it felt more like a stylistic approach rather than like a reason, rather than like an actual lore.
At this point, we know Jess. Small details in her videos, at this point, they're not there for no reason anymore.
Yeah, because the comment itself, too.
Yeah, Garth in the dress, yeah, that's not there for no reason. I'm sure that'll come up in season 7.
Reference to something, because it's called Zane, which is a Final Fantasy reference, right?
Right.
They might be onto something. Huh. Wait, what is this one? Leona is actually Zane's daughter. Not only does she have the same hair color, but Zane could be a werewolf, or Kiki has the wolf DNA in her veins.
Zane could be a werewolf.
Wait. What am I missing something? I do remember the necklace. Minecraft Diaries has been resurfacing a lot because people are connecting that to Mermaid Tales. Is that what they're talking about?
I think that one is just purely a Minecraft Diaries theory, because I've answered that before. I thought it was actually like so stupid. Because people trying to say Zane must be a werewolf if Leona came out as a werewolf, or Kiki is part werewolf. I don't even know where people are getting that from. But the connection between that pendant and the one in Mermaid Tales, I don't see it.
Wait. I thought Leona was a wolf because, I don't know, I thought there was some other wolf. I forget who it was. Didn't Kiki have a relationship, or at least knew very well, another werewolf? And I thought maybe it had something to do with that, right? Maybe, but I guess that's not the case. Was it confirmed that Zane's DNA was used with that amulet, or is it just that he had it?
Could definitely have like some kind of power element to it, but not to the extent of hatching a whole baby out of it.
Magic is weird. I don't know how it works. I do think it is interesting how it does glow their colors, so I do think it is some kind of relic, and I do think maybe it does have ties, because obviously if we are to connect it, because the one thing that always bothered me is whether or not this Eren is special, because he's clearly fighting like 5 people at once. Either that's due to his pirate training, or because he's actually some powerful individual, or
LOL at pirate training. What do you think pirate training is, guys? Pirate training 101, how to steal good. You know, pirates aren't good people, right? I guess you have to learn on the fly, right? It's always like feet to the fire kind of thing. Pirate training 102, how not to get caught by Popo. Pirate training 103, steal some more. A dissertation on the economy and the government that hates you.
Is it just AphMau? Because AphMau is obviously special in the case of she might be a descendant of an Irene. She might just be more special because she can use the Soul Echo. We haven't seen Eren tap into that yet. Honestly, I really hope he does. I really hope Zane gets to use it as well.
Not confirmed. He just found it. Yeah, so that's okay. So you're right. So if it's not confirmed, then it's quite possible that it was what's the guy's name? What's the wolf that knew Kiki very well? Kiki didn't love that wolf, though they stayed friends. I think Kiki did love him, but not like romantically that way. You know what I mean? Like I love you like a really close friend kind of thing. You know what I mean? James, you could be an AphMau theorist or AphMau historian. You can see things even I can't see. There might be a little bit of an issue with that. You know what I mean? Think about it. If I was to do that constantly, people will start asking dumb questions like, I wonder if he's being snuck information by the source herself. You know what I mean? I'm just doing this for fun with you guys. You know, like, yeah, I don't want any of that.
But with the idea that Eren has been important in every single universe, it's got to be something, right? I don't know. What do you think?
I do believe that pendant will hold some type of power. Eren's statement saying like, oh, magic doesn't exist, even though he has a boat full of talking animals looking like Noah's Ark. His statement saying that magic doesn't exist will come back to him, whether it's wild. With the soul echo or it's that one pendant. Animal. But it's hard to...
It's one animal and a ghost. Noah's Ark, brother.
Say what kind of power is going to come of it, but I definitely don't think it's there for nothing.
Do you also believe that it could be a relic from the olden times, or do you think it is like something to just hatch another egg, be another wolf creature of some kind? Maybe it is the mysterious...
You mean like the Dragon Balls being spread out across the universe, like in GT? I'm gonna lean towards no, but that's an interesting thought. You know what I mean? Because I just don't understand what the purpose would be to spread it out that far. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Wolf girl that we see. Maybe it came from them too.
You know what? Aphmau would be very happy if it hatched a baby. I mean, she was nesting in one of the episodes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I definitely don't think it will hatch another baby. I will say not to the extent of the power of the soul echo, but definitely give them some type of boost or advantage to something that could be coming.
Wait a minute. Wait. I just realized when in the newest episode, or at least the most recent episode at the time I was recording this,
wait a minute. It's called a soul echo. Why do I get the feeling the name implies some sort of resonance? It's called the Soul Echo. I've seen people say that there's versions of Irene split across different dimensions. I'm assuming most people would think that there's going to be a point in Season 7, if that's the case, where these souls or these pieces of the soul are going to have to recombine for some very important reason. You would typically need some type of spell, catalyst, whatever to make that happen. The Soul Echo is probably not only a way to do that, but to have a way for those souls to find each other across several dimensions, like a radar of some sort. Soul Echo. You know what I mean? Like what? Like imagine an echo. Like imagine you're like in a cave or something. You yell into the cave, you hear it come back. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, the Soul Echo is a way for each Irene piece to find each other. Whoever has it will find the first one, and then those two can go find the last piece. The last piece. Maybe that's what it is.
Aphmau wasn't affected by the siren's call, by the moon black tears. You think the necklace has something to do with that?
It could, well, no, because that affected Zane too.
I wish we knew how that worked specifically, because women sing and then everyone falls to their knees. I understand it, but like...
Hey, yo! Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. Jesus Christ. I wonder if there's certain advantages that are created intentionally or unintentionally because of the splitting of someone's soul, right? Usually the splitting of someone's soul in cartoons and shows mean that each person is a weaker version of themselves. But it also could mean, like physically or in terms of powers, but it also could mean they all have access to different abilities that came from the original Irene. You know, maybe she has a stronger constitution. You know, maybe it's like the Horcruxes where you're not actually killing Irene. You can't really kill her unless you deal with the original somewhere else, or deal with the other pieces of her. Maybe that's something like that. I can see that being a thing. Who knows?
No, I completely get that. Because
this is why he doesn't get to see women that often.
No,
that's mean.
They had already left the other port when everyone was dying.
Yeah, and it does have a radius, supposedly, as far as we know. Caspian was obviously fine, but whether it's because he has some enchantment or maybe he had some sort of necklace of his own.
Caspian is still kind of a mystery to me, though. Was that like whatever ring summoning circle
he was
thing
definitely
that he
protected
was
by some
talking
force.
to? He was talking to that siren or something completely different? Like, did he make some kind of deal, like Little Mermaid Ursula type something?
It could be.
You've never seen the movie? Stop playing. Stop playing. I take back what I said about your anime choices.
Lucinda, or it could
be
the new wolf character that we see. We don't know if it's connected at all, but I can only assume because of the gooey black nature of the tears, it's got to.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of Pirates of Dark Water, but for some reason, when I saw that goopy alternate petroleum-looking thing killing everybody, I thought of that for some reason. I don't know, man. No one knows what that is. It's old as hell. It deserved at least 2 more seasons. But yeah. All right. I forgot what else was what I was going to say.
Be the same as the wolf people, because that's what we saw in One Last Time, right? We saw those two connected in the same trailer. Obviously, then where's Lucinda?
There's no way that black goop is not the same black goop that's in Mermaid Tales, right? There's no way it isn't related, right? There's got to be a Final Fantasy reference to that. That's your homework, guys. See if there's a Final Fantasy reference to some type of, like, black, destructive, all-encompassing evil. It's kind of similar to the Void, but different in terms of how it looks. There's got to be something like that.
Right? She's got to be like the big bad of the season.
I feel like every single reaction video I've done, like one of the first things we say is, "Where's Lucinda?"
Where is she? Yeah. Is she too expensive?
She's too expensive. As to how Caspian is not affected by the moon black tears, maybe he's working for that siren, because obviously the siren is connected to the women. Once the women snapped out of that spell, she started freaking out. Maybe there's some type of protection on Caspian so he wouldn't be.
Someone made a really, really good comment in the chat. His name is Caspian, which is the actual name of a body of a sea. The Caspian Sea. True, true. I am wondering if he is a manifestation of water in connection with water, of magic in connection with water. He clearly can communicate with whatever through the sea. Yep. And when you look at the first introduction of him, he's very comfortable in water, like he owns the sea. You might have something there. You know, I mean, maybe he originally was human, but was brought back to serve whoever that person he was talking to is. You know, maybe that's possible. Sirens do tend to drag sailors underwater. If that's a siren, that you know, who knows? Maybe she didn't have nothing to do with it originally, but was intrigued by him and saved him and made him serve her or whoever that enemy is. I think it's Lucinda, but you know, we'll see.
Affected by it, but like where the hell this siren came from, I just can't make that connection.
Questions.
Mermaid Tales is just an entire mystery to me.
By Racy, I think that's how you say their name.
Theories.
First theory, the origin of the celestial canon, it's too sci-fi for it to be ancient technology, so I think the canon is from a far future brought to the past for some unknown reason. That's interesting. No evidence for that, but that is interesting to think about.
See, my thing is with that the celestial canon was built during Hala's time.
Yeah. Hey, what if they came from the future and then to the past and then right back to the... Hey, that's a question. No? Okay.
Wait, what?
Because think about it. Remember when Jason said in the Everything Wrong video that it's not going to be the last time we see that control room? And I don't just mean in My Street. So maybe it did gonna time travel to some extent.
And not in My Street. Then what series would you show it again in? Would this imply that there's another series that's being in production or being made that will mention the celestial canon? If it's not just My Street, what other series would that be? It would be either it's Mermaid Tales, My Inner Demons, or a completely different series we haven't even thought of yet that maybe brings it all together. Like a random, like a one-shot episode on the APHMAU Diaries channel. That's possible. we'll have to keep on a look on. We have to keep a lookout for that, man. We have to keep a look on that. It's quite possible.
Like blipped itself out of existence.
It exists in its own realm.
I mean, how the hell would you even?
Is that a party?
Confused.
That's how I feel all the time.
This is from the Reddit.
I think the wolf people from Mermaid Tale's recent episode are working to find all the pieces of Irene's broken soul to try and restore her. I think they get a feeling something happened to her during the events of season 6, I guess she died, and now they want to bring her back, or at least create a new Irene out of the broken pieces. So I think the broken pieces are different from APHMAU. So,
different APHMAUs from different universes?
See, the problem is we don't know what the wolf people want. We don't know if they ever came back or if it's the first time seeing them. It's interesting, but why would they be looking for Aaron? They obviously want to kill Aaron.
Aaron is obviously super important. But I'm not sure why. I mean, obviously he's using a different name, right? Aaron Saber is his real name. I don't know what that means. The only thing I can think of is that this version of Aaron also has werewolf blood in him. And whether he knows it or not, that's probably the case. So that would make sense to me in that maybe he did something that the wolf tribe needs him for or wants him for. So they're looking for him, if that's the case. My belief is that that is just Leona looking for him for some crazy reason. I don't know. That's what I thought it was. You know what I mean? I just don't know what it would be for. In the back of my head, I have this weird feeling like there's an Avengers Assemble situation happening in the background. Right? Like where we have to get the 3 souls of Irene together, and maybe we need different versions of other important characters that come along for the final journey. You know what I mean? Because think about it, if APHMAU's involved, Aaron's probably involved in a very important way. But the Aaron in my street is severely debilitated. So maybe that's the reason why they're looking for him specifically. Maybe. And they obviously have to know that version of Aaron is, blind and, has been dealt a lot of damage and is probably still recovering. So maybe so that's why I think it's Leona, because Leona would know that. And then she's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to get this version of Aaron instead for what I'm about to accomplish, because I need Aaron I need some version of Aaron. Right. This is also the only other Aaron I know that uses the sword the way he does, which may indicate a closer resonance with Shad, because he seems really powerful, really strong. So I don't know. I'm guessing here. I could be totally wrong. My biggest problem trying to make APHMAU theories is she's a huge Final Fantasy fan. I know nothing about Final Fantasy. Hey, man, time to do research. That's the fun of it, right? Jim's going to send you a video Discord as an APHMAU-related theory essay video? Sure. As for the black goo, I think that the void is like a world between worlds. In My Street Season 6, Aaron has void burns. My guess is that it's the goo's doing. Okay. In Mermaid Tale Season 2, the goo was in the tears. In My Street Season 7, it's there. Yeah, because from the trailer we've seen it, yeah. I know. I don't see how it's obvious that they want to kill him. No. I don't think they're trying to kill him either. I think they're just looking for him, and that's just a good picture to have, the wanted poster, you know what I mean? Just to help find him. Caspian wasn't talking to the ocean. He was talking to the void under the ocean. You think that's the void? I did not think of that. Huh. Interesting. Jeez, look at Discord. I'm not looking at Discord right now. We're in the middle of something. It's in the reaction channel. I'll look at it later.
originally thought the wolf people were was that they're correcting the universe to some extent, right? Maybe? Because why else would they want to kill Aaron? Aaron has to die in every universe. We've been over this.
That was mentioned like in my last reaction video, that the wolf people want to kill Aaron because they held up that flyer that are alive. And I pointed out, I'm just like, oh, but that's the flyer from the Marines. They want him dead or alive because he killed all those people in whatever that place was, Azure Bay. But these wolf people, obviously they saw this flyer who looking for the same exact person, because obviously they don't speak, so they're just using the flyer to communicate, hey, I'm looking for this person too. As for their motives, if they actually want him dead, I'm pretty sure they would be doing a little bit more to achieve that than just walking around with a flyer like, hey, where's this guy?
We have to think, okay, do you believe that a lot of people on the Reddit were talking about it, and I briefly mentioned it in my video as well, and that's why I tried connecting it to other theories and stuff. Yeah, there's an ornament on the clock in the new teaser trailer for Fate and Memories. Do you think that looks like the wolf people mask? Do you think that could belong to them?
Squint your eyes hard enough. It kind of looks like it. Or no, just take out my.
I like a wolf or like a ram. I don't know. I can see what you mean about the wolf thing.
Contacts.
Maybe
I was
like
like,
a
oh,
ram.
that kind of looks.
Because like the horns. Let me go back.
Fate and Memory.
Because maybe that's just the. Oh, maybe that's just horns. No. I don't know. Like the way this is. The way this shape is, it kind of feels like a snout of some sort. Yeah, it's probably just a wolf, guys. It's probably just what it is.
Do you think that looks like the wolf people mask? Do you think that could belong to them?
Squint your eyes hard enough. It kind of looks like it. Or no, just take out my contacts. I'm just like, oh, that kind of looks. I'd say it definitely looks very similar. I wouldn't say it's too far of a stretch. It could just be the pattern of the clock that they chose.
Did you just put a tear there? You, Jim. All right. Anyways. Oh, my God. It's some type of animal, but it's not necessarily clear if it's a wolf or not, right? It could be a completely different animal. My question to you guys who know APHMAU lore way better than me, is there any references to other animals that's kind of stuck a little bit less than the wolf motif, but still had some relevance in either MCD or other series? So just think about that and let me know your thoughts.
In that case, then, what would they achieve to find Aaron? They would probably find the Soul Echo, right? Okay, cool. What would they do with the Soul Echo? Exactly.
That's the thing with the Soul Echo, is that it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly.
See, this is the echo portion of what the Soul Echo does. These are like, weren't these like glimpses into other APHMAUs?
Exactly what it's doing. Soul Echo does not equal Realm Breaker. They're not traveling through realms at all, but this one might sound far-fetched, but like maybe bonding APHMAU's soul with someone else's soul from another realm. The first time she used the Soul Echo, she kind of looked a lot like Lady Bish. Or when they were dancing in that castle, it's like, oh, she used the Soul Echo. Suddenly she knows how to dance. I'm thinking my street where APHMAU was dancing. She knew how to dance then. Now she suddenly knows how to dance.
Yeah.
So she's getting access to memory she didn't have before through other APHMAUs. That could be a very strong. That's a strong possibility, to be honest.
Definitely. I'm trying to think how that would fit in with One Last Time. With out-of-the-box ideas like these, we have to sit down and think, how would this finish the story? Because one thing that it's meant to be is that one last time. That's it. That's the ending. Just so many things they have to like introduce, like this Void Beast monster comment, end of the world, or maybe it's the Void. There's still another APHMAU out there. There's these now wolf people with the wolf mask, or maybe they're the same people. We still don't know. What are their motives? What's with the clock? There's so much that we have to figure out, and so much we have to try to tie together for it to be a satisfying ending. And I think one thing we have to remember is that it's going to end My Streets, but it's going to open the doors for other series. So in that aspect, because I mentioned before in your video as well, Irene,
it could potentially lead to a reset of sorts, which is what I think is going to happen. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be some type of reset situation. I feel when you F with time too much, things typically get out of control so badly that there's zero chance that things will return to the way they are. You know what I mean? Because of the butterfly effect and all that. So that's totally possible. That could create a new series in the future, or at least give the opportunity from a writing standpoint to create something new if you decide to go in a different direction, like a Phase 3 of sorts, except good. You know, Phase 3 MCU except good. That's my personal opinion.
Is gone. She's been gone. MCD, it's over. It's been over. Would the wolf people want to resurrect her? Absolutely not. The clock is purple, but other than the fact that it is the color purple, there's no signification for that. There are like the 3 gears in the center where people are like, no, 3 souls, 3 gears. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. I don't think they go too much into that with the foreshadowing and for like the metaphors and similes and all that stuff. But what I do think is that it's important. Where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? Brain, try to connect the thoughts. Ultimately, I think we need to figure out what's going to come next rather than let's bring stuff from the past and try to connect it. That stuff is over. I think maybe you're onto something, but I don't think it's going to be broken pieces.
The whole thing about trying to bring Irene back, I feel like I don't know where people would really get that from, because I get like with the anniversary videos, it's been like a...
Hold on a second. You remember I was talking about the horn thing?
Yeah, like with the anniversary.
What if it's something like this? He's the only one I've seen look like this. Potentially, I don't know. I don't know if there's any other person that could potentially look like this. What do you guys think? Because if it's not a wolf, then the only thing I could think of it could possibly be is like either a demon or like some type, or like a ram, right? Of some sort. And this is the only shape I could even think of that's remotely close if it's not a wolf.
Videos, it's been like a running theme. Find the 3 pieces of my broken soul, whatever, she comes back. But to connect that with Mermaid Tales, where Irene doesn't seem to be a very big, prominent figure, what would they even want with Irene?
Yeah, I'm also trying to think back of like the last time we got introduced to a new mysterious character. They weren't hostile at all, right? Our last mysterious character was in season 4, other than like, I guess Michael. We knew Michael was sus. That's a different story.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about these wolf people other than like they're cast in shadow. I think they're keeping it vague on purpose. They might not be evil.
It could be. They could honestly be incredibly helpful. We won't really know until we...
They're probably descendants of the same wolves from MCD, man. In a way. Perhaps. I don't know.
We actually find out more details about these wolf people rather than just like, hey, these wolf people exist and these women are going missing. It's like, thanks for the information, Lawrence.
Oh my god. It'd be so funny by the time we upload this and all of a sudden there's a new episode that just makes all of our theories dumb. I guess we'll go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully we can figure things out as time goes on. Hopefully the next few episodes of Mermaid Tales and My Street will be amazing.
Absolutely. So excited for it.
Anything you want to say before we end this?
I love seeing this fandom in shambles.
Of course you do. That's why you're in jail. Alright then, well, with that...
Hey! Write it out! See, now I know you watch my stuff. Alright? Where you been? Huh? You lurking? Reveal yourself. Now! Where you at? What do you mean that's why you're in jail? Hello? There's no way you just thought that yourself. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm taking credit for that. Yeah, okay, so confirmed. Write It Out watches my streams and my videos probably. Confirmed. Sorry. Where's the Knuckles meme? Approved. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
We'll go and end the video. Goodbye.
Uh-huh. Show yourself. Stop hiding. Let me out? No. You're bait for Write It Out to show up, and then I'll catch him too. All right. Well, that was a nice video. Pretty interesting theories. Seems that I've gotten a shout out a little bit. I don't know if anything I said in this video, to be honest with you, helped at all. But I guess there's only one way to find out, right? We just gotta wait for Mermaid Tales to end, which I think is gonna be a huge indicator of what we think may be the direction for My Street. Right? We need to see who the masked individual is. It's gonna settle everything. Obviously. It's gonna settle everything. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow and subscribe to Write It Out and Official J-Day, I guess. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what other cool theories these guys cook up. Also, why does this video say I kidnapped Santa to learn Christmas? Magic, maybe? Yeah, we know what you got for Christmas. Anyways, take care of yourself, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, stay out of jail.